except through the same civil servant. So we have an account. It's not that they pay us separately. I am expecting my salary now. The immediately Lagos State civil servants get their salary.
I do know most of the states most of the housing assembly in the country today have made a law that separates their own account from that of the state. They have their own accounting system. They do have their account. Lagos State has its own accounting system that is not subject to that.
So you're not independent of the executive.
No, they are. I think
they are. It's the executive that pay our salaries.
So you're not autonomous.
We are
they are. They are autonomous. That's what I'm saying.
We are autonomous, and it's not about every houses of assembly. It's just Lagos State House of Assembly that is autonomous.
Most states are assembly.
You're autonomous, but you're autonomous. Hold on, you're autonomous. But do you have financial autonomy?
Our autonomy is based.
Do you have financial autonomy?
Yes, we do.
So how is it that you're not saying that you don't get paid until the civil servants get paid?
Because we have Oracle.
And you see?
And the Oracle is your Oracle number, through your Oracle number that you are being paid.
It is not because you have an Oracle. It is because most time you people make it is because most time you people make very harmful budget for your own personal emolument salaries and wages. That is why you always get it on time. Whereas for the average civil servant, you make it dependent. Whereas
we are being regulated by RAMFA.
For the average civil servant, you make the getting of their own allowances independent of money from the federation account.
Mr. Kola, 1 second, please. Yeah. You talked about for you to get paid your servant, you need to go through clearance.
Yes, you need to go.
You talked about achievement. Yes. You talked about work. You talked about returning of public property with you.
Yes.
Now, there was one time we saw in the media pictures of people taking out office equipment, printers from the offices of some legislator. Is that not public equipment?
For the fact that I use anything in my office does not make it public. It might be my private
property.
Okay, so when you're coming to the office,
I bring in some things.
I thought amongst the things, in the budget that is given out at the start of each legislative session.
Yes.
It includes our office equipment.
Exactly.
Yes, they make
cars, furniture, refrigerators, and what have you.
And mind you, even at times, some of this equipment you are referring to might be bought to the officers that are going.
Why must you body to yourself? Why not to the average man on the street, to the common man on the street?
But it's not to ourselves. It's for anybody that
most times that is what happened.
No,
the houses you are living in, they sell it to you. The car that you use in an official car, they sell it to you. The refrigerators and gas cookers, you people sell it to yourselves.
No. At what rate? And are we not?
Of course, you don't call in a value. You don't call in an independent person to come and value.
If you have been using this tire and this chair regularly, even if I want to buy it, I know I'm buying it second hand. So it is better for you to buy it if it's for channel television than for me to go and buy it and start using your tire and using your chest. So at times some of these things might not be useful any longer.
But do you call independent? Do you call an independent person valuer, for example, to come and value those properties?
Yes.
Before I have never seen it.
Because you have never seen it, does not make it
just go to the floor
sold.
of the assembly and then take a decision. Let's sell this into ourselves, and then you sell it to yourself. And the average you will underwrite those things, undervalue them, and sell them to yourselves cheaply.
We abide by the laws, and we are lawmakers. We are not lawbreakers. Okay. In Lagos, we follow the rule of law.
All right, gentlemen, we're almost out of time. So, in winding down, you said something when you started. You said, why is it that some people think the public servants do not deserve to get their severance package when those who are doing a lot less than they are getting this? So, in winding down, just respond to that as we go.
I think everybody deserves to get the benefits of your labor. If you have contributed positively to any organization, morally, you deserve to be compensated. For us not to continue, I don't think the problem we have in this country is about severance, but it's about corruption that have been legalized, so to say. If every area of leakages are being blocked, nobody will talk about the severance that we are talking about today.
All right.
The problem of Nigeria is not about severance, but it's about ensuring that good governance and corruption is eradicated in our system.
All right, thank you. So, Kola,
Yeah, honestly speaking, when you look at the quality and quantity of the work that the politicians, the so-called public servants do, whether they be at the National Assembly or at the State Assembly, I am of the opinion that they don't deserve the kind of jumbo pay that they do get, whether as severance package or even have salaries and personal emolument. I would want to see a situation which works in those State Assembly and at the national level is just going to be a part-time affair, so that whoever feels comfortable enough and wants to render service to the Nigerian people can go in there and just take a sitting allowance and then have something doing on the side.
Why?
okay. before we take before we take off on another tangent here, thank you so much, gentlemen, for coming on the show. We were speaking with the Honorable Segun Olulade, Chairman, Information Security and Strategy Committee, Lagos State House of Assembly. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And Mr. Tunde Kolaole, a legal practitioner. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having me.
For you at home who let us be a part of the evening, thank you so much for joining us today on today's show. To bring you another edition, have yourself a good night.